New year, new intro. Thank you for watching.
Welcome to the One Star Weak Foot Show. Welcome to the One Star Weak Foot Show.
Hello.
We got player reviews and we got much more.
We do.
We got player reviews and we got much more.
And
I review players all the time, dog. Everyone is fire like a Yule log.
Fire.
We trying to get some views like a blind man.
I can't see.
Shout out to my subs, they are gang.
Good evening and welcome to the One Star Weak Foot Show, your one-stop shop for player reviews. I'm gonna be your host today, One Star Weak Foot, and it fills me up with joy to see you back on the channel today. I appreciate all you guys. We finally hit 2,500 subs, so that's all thanks to you guys. Big ups to everybody at home that's watching this video. And speaking of big ups, speaking of thanks, I gotta give a shout out to SoCac23. We're on his account right now. This is the same guy that allowed me to use his account to open his Elite 2 rewards a few weeks back. He's once again stepped up in the clutch and is now letting us use this account to review his future stars Daniel James and Odegaard card. And the first request he made though was that he wanted me to show off the records of his Odegaard and his Ben Yedder, because he said they have really good records. So you're gonna see that flash on your screen, and they're very impressive records, especially Odegaard. You wouldn't guess that Odegaard would have such a good record, but oh my god, it's really insane. So we're gonna look at these two cards. So first we have Daniel James. He's 5'7". He has high medium work rates. He has a 4-star combination. I played 5 games in Rivals. It says 6 here, but somebody quit out on me. I think they were self-relegating at the beginning. So 5 games in Rivals, 2 goals, 1 assist. And before we go any further, if you're enjoying the content, please do me a favor, hit the like button down below. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel. I appreciate all you guys at home once again for watching. So when you look at this Daniel James cards, he looks like the super sub of dreams. He looks like one of the sweatiest cards in the game. He looks like the nightmare of most people's weekend leagues. He has 98 pace, which of course is going to be amazing. His shooting stats are boosted to the point where he's gonna pose you some threat. He has 88 attack positioning, 96 shot power, and decent finishing at 84. His passing stats are not too shabby. He has 84 vision, 90 short passing, which are going to be very nice. His long passing is very mediocre, but he is a forward, so we're not going to be using him for that. His dribbling stats are amazing. 99 agility, 95 balance. The one weak point he really has, or maybe the 2 weak points he has here, are his reactions and composure. So we went ahead and threw a sniper cam style on him to boost that up just a little bit. His physical stats are not too good, but he does have 95 stamina, which is going to be the most important thing for an attacker. Next, we have this Future Stars Odegaard card. And from what I hear in La Liga, this guy is probably one of the best midfielders in that league right now, which is insane because people were writing him off before this year, saying he was a flop, and now he's proving them wrong. So that's really cool. So he's 5'10". He has medium work rates. He's left-footed with a 3-star weak foot, 5-star skill moves. As you guys see here, he has an insane return with him. Over a goal contribution a game. It's like 1.5 goal contributions a game, which is of course an insane contribution. When you look at this card, he's bringing a lot of great things to your side. The pace, of course, at the cam position is going to be great. His finishing is not too great, but his long shots, his shot power are very nice. His passing stats are insane. So if you do want a playmaker, a pure playmaker with the passing and dribbling, this guy's probably going to be your best bet. His physical stats are nothing too crazy, but once again, the 95 stamina is the thing we're looking for here. He definitely has it. So yeah, we're going to jump into the gameplay. I'm going to take you guys over to the studio, to our review specialist, One Star Weak Foot. Take it away. Thanks, One Star. So, as you guys know at home, we are reviewing 2 cards for the price of 1, and the first one we're going to start with is this Future Stars Odegaard. Is he worth the grind? And I would have to say absolutely. He was actually the surprise of the show, so I'm going to start with him. We're going to start off with his pace. 88 pace, how does it feel in game? And honestly, this guy accelerates very effectively out of skill moves, but what he is lacking is that top-end pace, and it's due to his lack of sprint speed. He only has 85 sprint speed. If this is an issue for you in the cam position, I suggest throwing some kind of chem style on him to improve his actual sprint speed. But overall, I thought his pace was fine, especially as a cam, and I gotta give his pace an 8 out of 10. Next, we're gonna talk about shooting, and it is the tale of 2 feet, I would say. But I will say that he does have the outside foot shot trait, which is something you want on players that don't have the best weak foot. First, we're going to talk about his attack positioning at 78. Does it let him down? And honestly, I thought he had higher attack positioning. In game, his offensive AI was very intelligent. The way he was making runs, the way he was freeing himself up from the people that were marking him. I think it's down to the fact that he does have a Deadeye Chem style on him that brings his attack positioning to 93. His finishing at 80, I actually found to be very reliable if you get it on his left foot. And one thing I really found reliable with this card specifically was his left foot finesse. If you get it from a good angle, inside or outside the box, it's going to hit the back of the net. Speaking of outside the box, his long shot is insane. His left-footed finesse outside the box is money every single time, and I really enjoy that about the card. His volleys at 85 does help you from time to time, but it's not really a big stat. Overall, I gotta give this guy shooting an 8.5 out of 10. If you get it on the left foot, it's gonna be money. Next, we're gonna talk about his passing, and this is by far where this card stands out. This guy's passing is among the best I have used on this game. This guy has the same kind of passing that Perlo has, and that's really a treat to have in your midfield. The first thing we're going to talk about is his through balls, because that's really where he stood out. His through balls on this game were a complete game changer. His through balls in and around the box were always perfectly weighted to get it on the feet of the attacker just to get a shot off. His long passes were also very accurate. His crossing was very good, and all his passing stats are pretty much maxed out. You don't even need to throw a cam style on them. This guy's playmaking was next level, and overall, I gotta give this guy's passing a 10 out of 10. If you need a playmaker in your team, this guy's your man. Next, we will be talking about the dribbling, and this is another aspect of this card I really enjoy. He has the 5-star skills, and he pulls them off very beautifully. First, we're going to talk about his agility and balance, and I do think he was very responsive on the ball. He was very quick to turn. He's his reactions are very nice, and his left stick dribbling alone is very nice. His 5-star skills are very good, and he accelerates out of them with really nice acceleration. His actual ball control and dribbling is almost maxed out, and in game you definitely feel that. He's very hard to dispossess in tight areas, and he can really be one of those players that wiggles in the box and creates a shot. So that's why I don't really think his weak foot or his finishing is a big issue. And overall, I gotta give this guy's dribbling a 9.5 out of 10. Finally, we will be talking about his physical, and there's nothing really to talk about here. I mean, physically, he's pretty weak. Shielding the ball, he's not very good, but he is able to hold on to the ball for a hot second or two just because of his agility and balance. His 95 stamina definitely comes in handy because he lasts all game, no matter which position you play him in, no matter which instructions you have on him. And overall, I gotta give this guy's physical a 6 out of 10. Alright guys, so what do I think about this card? I think this Odegaard card was actually more meta than I expected, and it comes down to a few things, alright? So number one, his dribbling and passing is elite. I mean, he has amazing dribbling and passing, and that really makes this card very suited to the meta already. His finishing is good provided that you get it on the left foot, but because his dribbling so good, it's not too hard to get it on the left foot. His pace is the only thing that I would say could use some improvement. His top end speed is not quite there, but his acceleration in tight areas is very nice, and you can use it to pull away from the opponent. Overall, I gotta give this card an 8.75 out of 10. He's not the most meta card, but at the same time, he is a very usable card, definitely even in the highest parts of Weekend League. The next card we're going to cover here is going to be this Future Stars Daniel James card, and he is a bit easier to acquire than the Odegaard card. How is he in game? And I would say this card was a good card, but he's not a great card. He's not somebody you want to start in the Weekend League. We're going to break down the stats though, so you know exactly how to expect. 98 pace, how's it feeling game? Honestly, you already know. I don't even need to review it. This guy is absolutely rapid on and off the ball, and he accelerates very nicely. He beats the defensive line. He beats any defender for pace, and overall, I gotta give this guy's pace a 10 out of 10. It doesn't really get much better than this. Next, we're gonna talk about shooting, and this is the thing that really let me down, all right? So there's a few good things we're going to talk about here first, though. First is his attack positioning. His attack positioning was very nice. I had him playing striker, getting in behind, and he was making very intelligent runs. He was freeing himself up very nicely to contribute to build a play or to get a shot off. His shot power 96 is definitely very noticeable. All of his shots, whether they were accurate or not, were absolute rockets. The one thing that let me down though was his actual finishing, and it's disappointing. This guy hit the post so many times. He hit the post maybe 2 or 3 times at least in the 4 or 5 games that I did play with him. And I do think some of that is due to the connection, because today the connection in Rivals was absolutely shocking. Like, it was so bad. I lost a lot of games just due to connection. But I don't think his finishing really did me any favors either. I don't think he has that top end finishing that you want out of a weekend league attacker, and therefore I gotta give his shooting an 8 out of 10. It's decent and decent enough for a super sub, but not quite as a top end attacker. Next, we are going to talk about his passing, and I would say his passing was noticeably decent. In and around the box, he's able to have some nice weighted passes. He's able to play make in tight areas. He's just not able to really give you that top quality of pass when it comes to the long passing, when it comes to those over-the-top through balls. That's what he is lacking. Everything else he does have in the passing department. So overall, once again, I got to give his passing an 8 out of 10. Next, we will be talking about his dribbling, and this is the one aspect of his card that was really nice in some areas. And the one area that I thought was really nice about this card was his agility and balance. It's almost maxed out, and in-game, you definitely notice that. His turning is so quick. He has such a low center of gravity. He's very tight to the ball, and he can really just turn circles all day around the opponent. The thing that really let me down with this card, though, was his pure ball control. He didn't really have that tight control that Odegaard had, that a lot of the top-tier dribblers do have on this game, and it did let him down from time to time. His composure at 78 also let him down. I think that's why he possibly hit the post so much. I think that's why certain times in the box when I was trying to finish, he wasn't able to get the finish off. So I do got to give him negative marks for that. Overall, I got to give his dribbling an 8.5 out of 10. It's not quite as good as Odegaard's, and that's because he is lacking in some key areas. Finally, we will be talking about his physical, and there's once again not much to speak about here. His strength is not very good, but he is at times deceivingly strong. I put that down to his agility and balance. His stamina, of course, will last him all game, which is very nice. His jumping is nothing to write home about. Overall, I gotta give this guy's physical a 6 out of 10. All right, guys, so what do I think about this card? I think this card has super sub written all over him, all right? He has the pace, the good agility and balance, the decent finishing, but he doesn't really have any top tier things about him. Like, his finishing is not top tier, his actual ball control leaves a little bit to be desired, and his long passing is not that great. The only thing that's elite about this card is his pace, so therefore I really do recommend using him as a super sub. I do think he's worth the unlock though, because he's not very hard to unlock. It just is very time consuming. Alright guys, so that's going to be my double review. Hopefully you guys found that helpful at home. Once again, don't forget to like and subscribe. And once again, thank you to SoCac23 for letting me use this account. I'll see you guys in the next video, but until then, later.